Now this is G at Sean.
I'd like to sing something now that is dedicated to my friend John. Let's hear it for John! I wrote this song after he passed away, and it was kind of stuff I never said to him, and it was like in the form of an imaginary conversation that we might have had. But like this. And if I said I really knew you well, what would your answer be? If you were here today, here today.
We were in recording when John died, and like a lot of the people who had been closely associated with him, we all kept recording. George Harrison, the same day, went into the studio. Yoko, pretty soon after, went right into the studio. It was just so hard for everyone to bear that either you were going to sit at home and just think, or you were just going to try and just do something to take your mind off it. And all of us kind of had the same reaction, and I was here on that day, and I just came in and we just tried to work normally.
Well, knowing you, you'd probably laugh and say that we were worlds apart. If you were here today, ooh, here today.
I was wondering if I would write anything to do with John, or if it was too close a subject to write about, too hurtful, whether I could do anything about it. So I didn't bother to try and write anything. I thought, well, I won't write anything. But I just found myself one day doing these chords, and the thought that came to me was that I thought about me and John, which was that sometimes I would say, oh yeah, I know John very well. I know John. And John would turn around and say, no, you don't. You don't know me. Like friends can often be, plenty of arguments. And I think we'd been so close, and we'd had arguments, and then when the Beatles split up, we had bad arguments and stuff, and the business was also terrible. But the idea about the song for me is, if I said I really knew you well, you'd probably just laugh and say that we were worlds apart anyway, if you were here today.
And if I said I really loved you and was glad you came along, then you were here today. Ooh, 'cause you were in my song. Ooh, here today. As you can tell, sometimes that song catches me out.